Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Pete.
And I'm Viv.
And if I have timed this right, then this will be uploaded on the 25th of May, 2020, which is the officially unofficial Terry Pratchett Day. The official day is the 8th of April, which was his birthday, but we've missed that. So we're uploading this on the 25th of May, which is the one I tend to go for because it actually has some significance in the books. In the Discworld books, particularly Nightwatch. So if you can't tell from that, we are playing Discworld. So this game came out in 1995 from Psygnosis Entertainment. And yeah, I think we'll just dive right in. So this is the Discworld itself. Are you familiar with the Discworld, Viv?
No.
Or the series?
No.
Right, well, this is exactly the series. This is all you need to know.
Okay.
Well, a rough version anyway.
In a second-hand set of dimensions. In an astral plane that was never meant to fly.
And that voice may sound familiar. It's the voice of the one and only Rob Brydon of Would I Lie to You fame and many, many other things besides.
Gavin and Stacey.
Gavin and Stacey as well.
Somewhere in darkest Ankh-Morpork, a sinister plot is about to unfold.
And get used to his voice because you'll be hearing it a lot. I would estimate, without fear of contradiction, he single-handedly voices approximately half of the characters in this game. This game had 2 sequels and he voices most of the cast in them as well. So this is basically all the backstory we get. It's a bunch of guys in hoods sailing a dragon. It's a very exclusive round. So this segment of the plot is kind of loosely based on Guards, one of the books, just like the whole dragon summoning plot. But apart from that, the game itself is just kind of a mishmash of ideas from the series.
I'll see you again next week for my usual special.
And there's Rob Brydon once again. And he's about to bump into death, and would you care to hazard a guess who voices him? Let's find out.
Hey, what's where you going?
See you soon.
Get off! Leave me alone! Damnation if you don't clear out, so help me, Oh, just bugger off!
That's better. It's on nights like this I could just murder a good curry.
It may not seem it yet, but that fly is actually quite important, so keep an eye on it.
Ah! Hands up. Who's there? Hands. Would you mind putting your hands up?
And who's that I hear?
What's happening?
It's Rob
It's
Brydon.
a simple courtesy. I say, put your hands up. And you, put your hands up. What did you say? It's traditional. A well-established ritual of your actual mugger and victim relationship. You being a victim, and me being the aforementioned mugger. Now please, put your hands up. Hold on to you, what's the names? I haven't got all night, you know. Just do it, alright? Okay. I don't know what this town is coming to. A man can't even have a quiet drink in peace. Now, that wasn't too hard, was it? Now, if you'll just... Oh, bugger.
So that was Rob Brydon
Unseen
being mugged by Rob
University.
Brydon.
The home of the greatest wizards on the Discworld. And 1 or 2 of the worst.
And now we have 2 more characters, also voiced by...
Now, listen carefully.
Who else?
With all these rumours of a dragon. But sir, dragons don't exist. At least, not unless people believe in them. Quite. Nevertheless, with all these rumors of a dragon on the rampage, the wizards of Unseen University must fulfill their civic responsibility. We must seek out this dragon and destroy it. Yes, but how? Who? Leave the how up to me. As for the who, well, I know of the ideal person. Why don't you go and fetch Rincewind for me?
Places, everybody, places. So yeah, the game is played out over 4 acts, and this is the first one. And that's our hero, for want of a better term, Rincewind, snoring in bed. And you can just about see the fly buzzing around him there.
Rincewind, wake up! The Arch-Chancellor wants to see you!
Our cursor for the game. See, I told you the fly would be important.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is our hero for the game, Rincewind, and controversially, he's not voiced by Rob Brydon.
Oh.
So, care to hazard a guess who does his voice? Have a listen.
I am not a cartoon. I'm just dimensionally impaired. This sodding thing hasn't got a doorknob.
Sound familiar?
It does sound familiar.
Okay. It is, in fact, the one and only Eric Idle
I thought so.
of Monty Python's
Yeah,
fame.
I was just that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it in case it was wrong.
No, you're absolutely right. So yeah, somehow they managed to get Eric Idle on board for this game.
It's my money pouch, all right. Now, if I only had more of the fillings.
And here's our first item of the game, so are you ready for the most wonderful sound?
The problem is not so much having the pouch as having the fillings.
So this is Rincewind's inventory here, and okay, do you remember all that crap we were carrying around on the Broken Sword Let's Plays, which kind of strained believability of all fitting into basically George's jacket? Yeah, well, this is actually somewhat more realistic, for want of a better term, because Rincewind only has 2 inventory slots here, and the rest of his inventory goes in here.
A snoring chest? That's novel. Well, I'll soon fix that. No, I can't shift it.
That is the luggage, which is, that was introduced in the books. It's basically a way of avoiding the hammer space problem. It's basically an infinite chest that follows its owner around on little legs. So we need to wake it up first of all.
Unseen University. Thaumaturgy 101. Failed. Well, it's not little trinkets and paperwork that really count in life. I've got a really pointy hat. That's a start.
Oh yeah, the other thing about Rincewind, he is, I think he's officially the worst wizard on the Discworld. Like, he knows no magic whatsoever.
I really must do some heavy research into this bed. 8 or 9 solid hours should be sufficient.
It's mentioned in one of the books that there are various levels of magical proficiency, and Rincewind has yet to manage to achieve level 1, which is the level most people are born at.
Right, that's terrifying.
And he's our hero for the game.
Yes. A mysterious shape, a sinister shape, a shape fraught with shapeness. It must be a plot element. Otherwise, there'd be a better label.
How much do we think that that'll be important later? Oh, and also, if you, I do not recommend that you play the drinking game of this game, where you take a shot every time you hear.
That doesn't work.
Because you'll be comatose within 5 minutes.
Oh, does it not work a lot of the time?
Aha!
Okay.
Portalis Exitus, or the common doorway. See, I'm not a wizard for nothing, you know.
So yeah, that's good. A hard part of designing adventure games is trying to come up with a unique dialogue for every situation.
Yeah.
Sadly, they didn't bother in this game, so they just have "that doesn't work" as an all-purpose phrase. But anyway, let's have a look around the university.
There's teeth marks all over this one. Must be the dining room.
Okay, well, first thing we have to do is find the Arch-Chancellor, so let's have a look around here.
Yes, well, art criticism was never a strong point of the University Trust. That doesn't
Of
work.
course it doesn't. Go on, same kind of control scheme, forgot to mention as Broken Sword, so right-click examines, clicking once goes over, and then double-clicking interacts.
Oh, sod it, I'm all lost now.
But anyway, let's go in and have a word with the Arch-Chancellor.
Ah, if it isn't young Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Rincewind, quite. Come in. We need to talk. That is, I need to talk, and you listen. No doubt you've been hearing all sorts of rumors about this dragon that supposedly is terrorizing the town.
Dragon, as in the classic fire-breathing, city-toasting...
Shut up! Yes, pretty much. Scaly, vein, like shiny objects, that species of kidney. And what we need to do is to ensure that the unseen university is properly represented in the attempt to dispose of it. If some yokel simply slays the wretched thing without our help, the people will begin to ask just what wizards are for.
Actually, sir, what are wizards for?
Wizards are firmly behind big dinners, and if you want to keep on eating yours, you'll go and see about this dragon.
Surely, sir, dragons don't logically exist.
Shut up! Dragons exist if you believe in them, and the average man in the street does believe them, or at least believes in them enough to give us big rewards if they think we've gotten rid of the thing. Do you follow me?
Not really.
Shut up! Not interested in excuses. Too much sloppy thinking around here. Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's concise compendium of dragons' lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down. You still here, standing around like something unhygienic? Do it now!
As far as leaders go, the only reason I'd follow him into battle is out of curiosity.
Okay, so he mentioned there about dragons only existing if you believe in them. And that is true. A big part of Discworld is things that only exist if you believe in them. It's like, all of the gods are real, but they're only as strong as the amount of belief they have. So.
Now, with a desk like that, a man can really defer some serious questions. Ooh, sparklies!
Yeah, they're nice curtains.
That doesn't work.
Of course it doesn't.
Golden thingamies. It must be good to be the Arch-Chancellor.
Nothing to say about this one? Okay, so we've been tasked with getting a book from the library. Oh look, the library.
Well now, this door's all sticky. Why does it smell of fruit?
So this is the librarian.
Actually, on close examination, this would seem to be some sort of subtropical arboreal ape.
Who is also the librarian.
A magical accident in the library turned the librarian into an orangutan. He has since resisted all efforts to turn him back, much preferring the handy long arms, the prehensile toes, and the right to scratch himself in public.
There's Rob Brydon once again doing his best David Attenborough impression. So let's have a word with the librarian. So this is the way the conversation system works in this game. We have...
Useful for exchanging pleasantries with somebody.
That's an all-purpose introduction.
Useful for inflicting irony, sarcasm, and bad jokes on people.
And this is for asking
Useful
questions.
as a means of getting an answer.
This if you want to get angry with people.
Useful for venting frustration and anger. A conversation topic.
And this is just a conversation that's unique to this particular conversation. So let's start off with introductions.
Yeah.
Hello? Egat. You're not in charge here, are you? Oh, I see. Well, that explains the filing system. Look, I don't know if you're quite the person that I want to see. Yeah, well, it's hard to explain, really. Yeah, ook, eek, ook.
Yeah.
Well, this is wonderful. I never knew I could speak monkey.
Another running
Did you
joke
get the
from the
number of
books.
that donkey
He
cart?
doesn't like being called an M word, so yeah, just don't. Right, so should we just get straight to the point and ask for the book?
Yeah.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs? I see. Yes. Yes, I suppose so. Quite. Look, is there someone else here that I can speak to? Well, you know, someone who isn't a monkey.
Take a shot.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? No, I'll come back and get a book later. Yes, I've given up. No, not gibbon, monkey. Hey, oh, damn!
Take a shot.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Right. Should we ask around some more?
Okay.
Should we start? Should we be sarky with him, angry, or be curious?
Curious.
May I take a book from the library, please? Excuse me? I see. I need something in order to take out a book. Toothpaste? Fingers? Gloves? Something in your hand? A dentist? Halitosis? You want some mouthwash? That's it. You want some mouthwash. I'm sorry, but I'm already spoken for. Oh! A library card! Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? What happens if I just barge in without giving you a library card? Yes. Now look, unfortunately, I don't have one ape. Ape upon my person. Yes, upon my person. Phew. I didn't say monkey.
Take a shot.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Right, so is it time to get angry, do we think?
Yeah, why not? If you want to get.
Hey! Whose monkey is this? Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Yeah, I've given up saying take a shot at this point. It's getting old already. And it's not going to slow down anytime soon, spoiler alert. Okay, so finally...
Hi. Do you mind if I monkey about in the library for a while? Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
I'm the end of the conversation.
Useful for leaving a conversation. This seems like a
Bye-bye.
good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Okay, so we need something to give to the librarian in order to get the book out. So, what do you think he would want?
A banana.
Quite right.
Alright.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
let's not press this curiosity thing too far then, shall we?
Okay, now this one is interesting.
Sex Magic, the book of the 32 unspeakable acts, with a compendium containing several speakable ones, and 6 more that everyone involved would rather forget about. No wonder it's on ice.
So yeah, the first puzzle in the game is relatively straightforward. We need to get a banana for the librarian. But this game has... oh, hang on.
Ye illustrious tome of levitation. Oh yes, that's levitating, all right.
Yeah, this game, unlike the Broken Sword series, which is kind of grounded in reality, this is more in the LucasArts Monkey Island style of things, where they delve into what's commonly referred to as moon logic.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. There's little pamphlets living in it.
Yeah, this game is particularly infamous for it. So, there's some of the puzzles you just
Yes,
think,
well,
alright,
not one of
how
your
the hell
finer
is
done,
anyone
but still,
seeing
very
supposed
nice
to
if
get
you
that?
like that sort of thing. Yes, I think perhaps our best move would be to keep slightly upwind of this one.
So there's-
Well, that and keep out of arm's reach.
We have a sleazy gentleman here in the corner, and he's got a banana
Golden
behind his
banana?
ear. A golden banana, no less.
That doesn't
Which, of
work.
course, can't take. So, care to bet who voices this guy?
Rob Brydon.
Hey, buddy,
Who, me?
have you ever thought about the advantages of owning land on the Fremenwanger Peninsula?
Isn't that all underwater?
That's just its advantage, friend. Think of it, a seaside retreat where the sea can actually be the one total dominating element of the view.
It is indeed Rob Brydon, putting on a bizarre American accent.
Gosh, yes. let me take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer.
What, really?
Nah, only kidding. I just wanted to be as pleasant as possible as a sort of aid to conversation.
Oh, but that's cruel. It's building up my hopes only to dash me down. You know, being a confidence trickster is a hard job.
Well, perhaps you need a holiday.
Right, but where to? Where to? Not a lot of peace at resorts these days.
I hear the Frammenwenger Peninsula is fairly quiet.
Right, should we just get straight to the nub of the matter and ask him about the golden banana?
Yeah.
What's that banana doing in your ear?
Now that's my special ticket into the library. It can get you into the shelves. It can get you any special service from the librarian you want. There's only one of these in existence.
Yeah, but why is it in your ear?
The mystic nature of the universe is not to be discussed idly. Let us say that with our thoughts we make the world, and that reality is only as we perceive it to be.
Like dragons?
Uh-huh, could be.
So why is that banana in your ear?
What banana?
Look, I've had enough of this. How much do you want for it?
For what?
For the banana.
It's not for sale. Not for all the gold in the kingdom, buddy. Not for all the gold in the kingdom.
Oh, really?
No, not really. I mean, bring me all the gold in the kingdom and the banana's yours.
Oh, is that all? That's all we need.
Oh, okay.
All the gold in the kingdom. Easy.
So easy.
Right, what's next? Funny, questioning, or angry?
Funny.
Why don't your lips sync with your words?
L space. The library is a nexus of L space. Within these shelves, all possible pasts and futures can be found. Frankly, it's making me feel a bit ill.
Okay, remember L space, that'll be important later. It's another concept from the books, but don't worry, it'll be elaborated on later. Shall we ask a question?
Yeah, ask a
What's
question.
that under your coat?
Hourglasses. Care to buy an hourglass?
Where did you get all of those?
Fell off the back of a donkey cart, sir.
Sound familiar?
You are an extremely silly man.
Hey, I'm not the one wearing a dress.
Touché.
Yeah.
Right, well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
Okay, so now, let's get back to our first quest to find the banana.
Oh. Well, this one's not a statue. I think this one used to be a frog out in the garden. Ah, well, he never should have asked to be turned into a handsome plinth.
Are you starting to see why I like this game?
Yeah.
And this series, in fact.
Yeah.
I think this one leads to the Arch-Chancellor.
So we have a broom here.
Ah, looks like a witch transportation device. One of the older models, I presume.
Yeah, so I said earlier the slightly more realistic inventory management. Yeah, he somehow managed to fit an entire broom in his robe.
Oh, okay.
Ha! Ha ha! Yes, now, don't rush me.
Yeah, but it's Rincewind, he can't do
I
magic.
know.
Ow! Yes, thought so. They're shelves.
So we can't do much in here until we can light the place up. And oh look, what's this?
Let's see. Smooth, irregular, smells of paraffin. I wonder what it could be. That doesn't work.
Fairly obvious that's a lamp, but we don't have anything to light it. Yet. So it may not be immediately obvious, but we now have everything we need to get the banana.
Okay.
So, we now have to head back up to Rincewind's room. Eventually.
All the steps.
Let's see. I think that one's my room.
Alright, first thing we have to do is close that warrior. There we go. So first thing we have to do is wake up the luggage. The good old broom technique.
Ah! What a rude awakening. It's like a dog cat.
A dog cat.
Oh, yeah.
Must you always do that?
Probably more dog if it's gonna follow you around.
Come on, mouse, where are you? Okay, I'll go back in here where we can find it. So in the luggage we find a banana. Yay!
Fruit with its own wrappings.
Yes.
I know, it's the future. while we make our way back down to the library. Whenever you're ready, Rincewind, mate.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs?
There we go, we now have the book.
Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs. Detect dragons from a comfortable distance or your money back.
So now we have the book, let's go back and show the Arch-Chancellor.
The luggage is a bit like Joey, isn't it?
It's kind of, yeah. It's a lot less sarcastic than Joey, though.
Yeah.
That'll make sense if you've seen our Beneath the Steel Sky Let's Play.
Good lad, Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Ah, we now have the formula to construct Recollemento's never-failing Dragon's Lair revealer. With the device in our hands, we'll be able to track the creature and trap it like a wildebeest.
You mean like a rat, sir?
Really? Well, could be. That'd be easier, certainly. You've got a good firm grasp of facts. I like that in a wizard. Go forth and fetch the elements we need to construct this device. I'll see that your performance is brought to the attention of the university board when we review your grant next year. We may only halve it, for example.
Sir, have I ever told you of my ambition to be a yak?
It can be arranged, Rincewind. Just ask the librarian. Now, gonna move on. We need a staff of tumultuous taumaturgy, a spiral of never-failing induction, a miniature creature of excitable chitters, and a container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
Oh, is that all?
Well, a sample of breath from the subject in question is necessary.
Dragon's breath?
Yes. Any problems with that? No? Good. Well, don't just stand there. Off you go!
So now we've got a list of stuff we need to find. And one of them is right here in the university. That's nice of them, isn't it?
There's teeth marks all over this one. Must be the dining room.
Let's have a look in here. So here's these are all various characters from the books here. This is the lecture in recent rooms.
An old wizard who grew a beard mostly because shaving cream costs tuppence a bag.
Right, so I'll make more in just a moment, but let's have a word with this guy first.
Good day, sirs.
Is it? So you say. What with the bottom falling out of the tapioca market.
He's off again. Past the dried frog pills.
Laugh away, you old boy Valve. It's all this dragon business. That's what's doing it. Snatching tapioca out of the mouths of the deserving elderly.
Dragons. Dragons in the town. I like this story.
Swamp dragons, he means? No, a real dragon. Not one of those little marsh tiddlers.
Poppycock, there's no such thing. Dragons only exist if you believe in them. I don't believe in them, they don't believe in me. So we're both happy.
So this guy, I'm sure you've noticed, is voiced by Rob Brydon. This guy is also Rob Brydon. This guy is voiced by someone different. Do you recognise the voice? No?
I think so.
He has a cunning plan, my lord.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's Baldric himself, Tony Robinson.
Wow, this has got an amazing cast.
Oh, there's more to come, don't you worry. Right. Shall we find out about the luggage's backstory?
Look, does anyone know why this luggage keeps following me?
That's sapient pearwood, that luggage is. There's no getting rid of it, it'll follow you everywhere.
Sapient pearwood?
They once used it to make containers for grave goods. I suppose someone hoped that you really could take it with you. The chest is in fact the luggage. The luggage is made of sapient pearwood, and once it attaches itself to somebody, it will follow that person everywhere. just like a little puppy. It is like a runaway suitcase, albeit one with lots of little pink legs. In this game, the luggage is a convenient storage device. Not to mention a convenient homicidal maniac, should one be required.
So yeah, the luggage in the books was given to Rincewind as a gift at the end of the second book, and it just follows him ever since. I think I heard somewhere Terry Pratchett came up with the idea of the luggage for a D&D campaign. It was basically to prevent him from having to worry about how he's going to carry all his stuff around. But anyway, should we ask about the librarian?
Why is the librarian a monkey?
With very good hearing.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
He's not one of them. He's an orangutan.
But it's the same thing. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
The actual orangutan is one of
A
the
little
great
bit of dialogue
apes,
fuck
an
up there,
arboreal
wasn't there?
denizen of the subtropical rainforest. If you ever want to go far in life, you must learn the value of proper nomenclature.
Nomenclature? But what's the difference between calling him an orangutan or a monkey?
In general terms, the difference is whether you keep your teeth in your head or in your hat.
But how did it happen? I mean, should we really let arboreal subtropical fauna be the guardians of a major national library?
Oh. Well, he was human once, of course.
What? Really?
All part of a magical accident. Very tragic, you see, but there it is.
Very embarrassing, seeing him scratch himself in the reference section.
Doesn't he want to be turned back into a human?
Nope.
Ha! Says he likes the long arms, the prehensile toes, and the right to scratch himself in the reference section.
I say he just likes running around loose, not wearing trousers. I mean, I would.
Fair enough. Right, what next? Should we be curious?
Yeah, okay, go on.
Excuse me, where might I go to find the patrician?
Well,
Don't be an idiot, boy. Just look for the palace.
Is he approachable? Can you actually speak to him?
oh yes. But he's a mean man with a word. Be careful if he uses sarcasm on you. And for heaven's sake, run for it if he resorts to irony.
Not irony. Anything but that.
Another busy day in the faculty, gentlemen?
We are cogitating.
I hope I heard that right, said in a knowing tone of voice, nudge, nudge.
Cogitating, my lad, is that process by which the wise make space inside their minds for more ideas.
You make more space for ideas by sitting on your backside sipping a cup of milky tea.
Hit him. Hit him.
My boy, ideas are normally sold by volume, not by weight. It's best to let them settle so you can find more room in the top.
We have wisdom and you do not. For instance, this is the action of a clever man.
What's so clever about writing down the word monkey?
It seems to take him a long time to write one word for a clever man.
Wisdom, my lad, is never cheap.
Well, I didn't know you were selling it by the pound.
So finally,
Does this place always have to be this way?
What way?
Well, this way. It's chaos. It's undisciplined. It's as if I'm thrashing about in a sea of questions, like I'm screaming out against soul-destroying winds.
Isn't that a mixed metaphor?
I mean, there are times when I dream about just shaking this place by the neck until it starts talking sense.
I have
there.
one like that too.
What, really?
Oh yes. In one magic moment I stride like an intellectual giant across the rooftops of the world, slicing through the Gordian what's-his-name of fuzzy thinking for all time. And then I have this other terrific dream, that I'm being smothered in fruity yogurt and sucked up inside a whale.
Thankfully, that's not my problem. So far, anyway. We can but hope. Right you are, then.
yeah, that's not something you want to see food labelled as a carcass. Although, I thought it stopped being a carcass once it was cooked.
Yeah, it
Not
does.
only.
Yeah.
Well, that's worrying.
Ah, a swamp dragon, if my eyes don't deceive me. I thought these things were filled with explosive gas. All right.
let's just move swiftly on from that, shall we?
Bearded old wizard.
Let's have a word with Totally Not Baldric then.
So look, as an aged wizard, I mean, as someone who's climbed to the very depths, is there any advice you feel you might like to pass on? I mean, a few words of guidance, perhaps to one who hopes to follow in your pointy footsteps?
Ah, yes. Well, young fellow in wallpaper, well, I'd say that of all lessons in life, always learn to expect the unexpected.
But if I expect it, then it isn't unexpected.
Eh?
Well, by definition, it can't be unexpected if it actually is expected.
Quite right, my boy. Well spotted. In which case, my advice to you is to always expect the expected. Is that clear?
I expect so.
It's kind of a trademark of the Terry Pratchett's books, it's kind of deconstructing cliches. Sometimes at the expense of bringing the plot to a screaming halt, but it's usually funny nonetheless. Okay, how do we want to approach this?
Entertain.
So, your faculty heads, the giants of wizardry, this is it? This is as good as life gets?
Contemplating promotion?
No, I'm contemplating a change of career.
Yeah, it's one thing about the conversation system in this game. There's not really dialogue branches as such, it's just kind of just go from one topic to the next.
Listen, one thing I've always meant to ask, these dresses we wear, are they strictly necessary?
The robes, lad, are symbolic of our dedication. You see, this is not so much a calling, a profession, as a condition of mind. By wearing long robes, we imply a somnambulistic state, an attitude in which we walk dreamily through this world with our minds occupied by higher things.
Higher? Like, say, as high as this hat?
Well, the hat, too. Its height implies loftiness of thoughts.
Or it might imply that we should have let our mothers keep on dressing us.
What's more, it keeps young whippersnappers like you from running off.
Eh?
You want to walk the streets looking like a refugee from a somewhat suspicious pencil factory?
Point taken.
And finally, time to get angry.
Is this all you do all day? Just sit and make a public nuisance of yourself?
I'm reserving my powers.
What powers?
Well, for a start, I can read your mind.
Really? What do you see?
Not much. You must have the big print version.
Well, excuse me, I think there's someone calling me.
So background about Tony Robinson himself. Apparently he was a very close friend of Sir Terry Pratchett, and he was... if you ever read any of the audio, or I suppose hear any of the audiobooks, he does the abridged versions. And Nigel Planer and Stephen Briggs between them do the unabridged versions. So finally, let's move on to the Bursar.
Bearded old wizard.
Now, one slight complaint about this game: some of the characters really have nothing to do with their book counterparts, and the Bursar is kind of the worst example of this.
So, you're the bursar. What does a bursar do exactly?
Well, it's a very important job. Accounts, expenditure, occasional bouts of irrationality, the assessment of grants.
Well, it sounds a bit, well, boring, doesn't it?
That's the job's main attraction, my surgical sock. These tenures are for life. So, since wizards are naturally extremely long-lived, that means the only way to get promoted is to assassinate your superiors. They've been popping off like mayflies around here for some seasons. Sometimes we've got, wait for it, more wazards than wizards.
They're in no danger from me. I never really thought about promotion.
Wazards, you see? Ha ha! Oh well, my post is safe though. Who wants to claw their way up to the top only to become an accountant in a silly hat? Mark my words, folding trouser press. Survival is all a matter of identifying your proper niche. Preferably a niche well removed from anything anyone else finds desirable.
So yeah, the chief complaint being with this character, he's not gibberingly insane like he is in the book. Or in the books, rather.
So you're the
bursar.
Oh, thank heavens. I'd hate to have forgotten the name of someone useful.
Oh, snap.
Look, you're the bursar, aren't you?
That's
just
right.
say it.
I do the finances, books and things, and I'm quite totally insane, you know. Any calculations you need, I'm your giant frog.
But that's just accounting. Surely to hold a major position in a wizard's university, you must be able to perform magic. After all, that's what the place is all about.
Magic is all very well, young sink disposal unit, but mathematics is the more powerful art.
Oh, come on.
You don't believe me? Very well, Mr. So-called scented furniture polish. Care to watch while I make your grant disappear?
See, he says he's insane, but you don't really buy it, do you? Well, they get that right in the sequel, at least.
Well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
This character over here is called Windle Poons.
A very, very aged old wizard with a beard used mainly for collecting tobacco stains.
He is introduced in moving pictures and he dies in Reaper Man. That's not a spoiler, that's part of the plot. He dies, but then he's not dead, but we'll cover that in the fullness of time. Care to hazard a guess who voices this character when we talk to him?
Hey! A girl? What's a girl doing in here?
I'm not a girl.
Why are you...
Nope,
Why are you
it's actually told we haven't heard
It's
before.
a wizard's robe, not a dress.
I knew a girl's dress once. Splendid lass. Very good at pickling. Very good at pickling eels, she was.
Recognise the voice? No? We'll delve a bit further.
Well, I once knew a girl too, of course.
Of course? Oh, why are you of course? A fellow like you ought to be out and about, exploring a world of adventure. Wine, women and pickles.
Look, I am out and about.
Well, you can't be too good at it if you're already off course, young air freshener.
Look, no one's off course. I just use the phrase as a pleasantry, a manner of address.
It is in fact the late, much-missed John Pertwee.
Okay.
Depending on who you ask, he's best known as either Doctor Who or Wurzel Gummidge.
Yeah, bit of both.
Pickling? Oh, how fascinating.
Pickled? Who's pickled?
No one's pickled. You started it. I don't even like pickles.
What? Oh, they were wonderful pickles. How dare you cast aspersions on damn, I've lost it. What were we talking about again?
Pickles?
What's pickled? What? What do you mean?
Well, the eels were pickled, weren't they?
What? Pickled elves? Damn their ears. I told them to lock that liquor cupboard. Go on, boy, get after them.
No, pickles, not pickled.
Pickles? Oh, try the kitchen. Get out. Stop wasting my time.
Okay, we're moving on.
So, what happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. That's just the point. Now young twerps like you think they can come in here, ravish our women and steal all our pickles.
Steal? Now do I look like a thief?
My stick. They all want my magic stick. So be off with you dastardly overcleaner.
No, look. I don't want your wretched stick.
So it's the pickles you're after then, is it? You devilish young trouser. Well, I'm on to you, you know. I'm on to you young bookcase.
Now look, this is not the problem that I wanted to address.
And finally...
Look, I just want to find somebody who can talk a little sense.
Sense? Perfumes? Oh, I'll not have it. Oh, no, sir, I won't dally in with womenfolk on the premises. It's against the rules. Otherwise, we'd all be doing it. You young bathrobe. I had you defrocked for this.
Look, I haven't done a thing, honestly.
What? Well, how can you be a man of the world if you've never sampled the finer things in life? Women, wizard staves, pickles.
Well, if I go and do that, you said you'd defrock me.
It won't do. It just won't do. Young tweezers like you coming in here and taking off their frocks, I won't stand for it. This city is getting into a fine old pickle.
Oh, please don't get started on the pickles again.
Pickles? Don't eat pickles if you're wearing a dress. You'll stain the hem. Why are you wearing a dress?
He's a man who enjoys his pickles.
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Yeah, sadly, this game was the last thing John Pertwee acted in before he died. Died the following year.
Long, wooden, clearly quite magical. Here! It's got a knob on the end.
So when Rincewind said that he didn't want the magic stick, that was a bald-faced lie. So that isn't... remember from the book we need a magic staff as part of the concoction. So we don't even have to leave the university in order to get one. There's one right here, and we have everything we need to get it.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
we've seen what happens if we try to just take it outright, so do you have any ideas how we get it?
No?
What do we have that we could use?
The broomstick?
Straw tied to a stick.
Yep. Yep. The old switcheroo. There we go, we've got one of the MacGuffins
Here.
already.
It's got a knob on the end. Would you believe he gets a full tenure for this?
So, this is the Senior Wrangler.
I have absolutely no desire to talk to that person at this time.
And believe it or not, I think either Oxford or Cambridge, the Senior Wrangler is an actual position in the faculty.
Is it? Okay.
You know,
Apparently.
I've always wanted to ring one of these. That doesn't work.
Yeah, we want to ring it, but we don't have the necessary tools, so we'll come back later. But for now, we have the first thing we need to report back to the Arch-Chancellor with. So.
Yeah.
Here we go, here's the first thing already.
That's good, but off with you. There's still more work to be done.
So there we go. So we're one item done, so I think that's a good place to call this first installment to a close.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so just a bit of housekeeping first. If you're watching this when on the day it goes up, then you'll notice this has interrupted the Castlevania and Blood Omen Let's Plays. So we haven't decided yet if we're going to alternate all three of them or just do all of this at once and then return to the other Let's Plays. But we'll keep you posted. Let us know what you think. If you're watching this in the future, then this won't bother you anyway. So why are you even listening to this anyway? But join us next time and we'll hunt down the rest of the the devices for the dragon hunting thingamabob. That's a rather less dramatic title for this game. Anyway, we'll get back to that next time, so until then, say goodnight, Viv.
Good night, Viv.
Night, everybody.